When this car was born on July 4th, 1957, it was conceived as an answer to a higher calling, a social revolution after the devastation of war. Then, in 2007, our 500 came back to offer a rewarding answer to the commoditized market of city cars, somehow an ego revolution. Well, now we are in a pivotal moment. And our dear Cinquecento is now coming back to help us pull off an even bigger miracle, an eco-revolution. Because now we are in 2020. We enter a new decade, one that will be crucial not just for our business, but also for the planet. And I'm about to show you a car that can be a win for both climate and business. Today is a huge premiere for us. We officially open a new season of Fiat 500, and to do that, the perfect place is here, the Temple of Italian Opera. So here we are. I left it with special permission at La Scala di Milano, the perfect place for a diva. You know, in Italian opera, there is always something big at stake, and for us, 500 is no different. Look, it's a love brand. It's a pop icon that has inspired artists, musicians, movies, a fashion icon from Italy to the world, and a page of Italian history, the Dolce Vita. 500 is more than a cult, it's a culture. Now, it's all of this, but hey, let's face it, it's also a huge commercial success, a huge chunk of our bread and butter. Look at the last 10 years, leadership in volumes, in market share, and in pricing power. None of which happened by chance, no. It happened because we constantly managed to keep 500 relevant. Style, connectivity, powertrains, including the latest success, a mild hybrid for more freedom in the city. So, this is not just the third generation of a car. Really, it is a third reincarnation of a spirit that inspires change. I mean, everyone wants the world to go green, right? But not everyone is ready to trade their beautiful car and a fun to drive for an electric appliance. And this is exactly where 500 comes into play. You see, duty motivates the few, but beauty can convert the world. There are loads of examples of good design accelerating the adoption of new technologies. So now, it's our turn. The world of electric city cars, too, has to morph into something more charismatic. Okay, now, what is the go-to-market strategy? We will simply go all in. All new, all 500, all electric, all in. What I mean is all electric and only electric from day one. With everything I've said so far about 500's leadership and commercial success, that's a pretty bold business decision. But paradigms aren't shifted by the timid, right? So now, let me tell you why I don't feel timid. I don't feel timid because everything I'm going to show you here is new. A totally new setup, designed not just for 2020, but for the entire decade to come. So built green from the ground up. Now, let's start with how we tackle range anxiety. First, with a generous WLTP range, which means 320 real-life kilometers. But the number that makes most sense is the urban cycle. Look, in the city you get 400. Second, with what we call the Sherpa mode, to go even further. It's like a Himalayan Sherpa. When needed, it takes control of the situation, modifies the car's parameters, and gets you to your base camp no matter what. Third, with a standard 85 kilowatt fast charger, giving you, in just 5 minutes charging, 50 kilometers, a whole day's city driving. That's a big deal. And again, it comes standard. And last, a branded wall box for easy home charging, standard too. Okay, great. That's electrification, but everything else has to be ready for the next decade too, right? Well, we really wanted 500 to be the first small car to bring level 2 autonomous driving to the city. And you know why? Because it just makes sense. I mean, where is it that you keep changing lanes? It's not on the open road, it is in the city. Where is it you keep accelerating and braking and having obstacles all around? Again, it is not on the open road, it is in the city. And last, all new also applies to the infotainment system. 500 will actually be the very first FCA car to host our all-new connected infotainment platform. This is FCA's biggest ever infotainment investment across all our brands. Easy, intuitive, incredibly customizable. A mega screen that's iPhone fast and opens the door to new content, new features, new services, totally set for the future. So, the new 500 is all substance, electric, connected and autonomous. Good, but hey, it's still a 500, so the charge it delivers cannot just be electric, it's also emotional. Well, for starters, think of a car that is electric and open. You know, like a sailboat on the road. The silent caress of the breeze. That's a priceless emotion, don't you agree? Now, something else. Are you familiar with the acoustic alert for pedestrians? Well, if you are, you already know it's quite hard to do something original. Listen to a few sound bites. A sea of sameness, don't you think? But what about 500? Here is the sound of our engine.